Good evening. I'm Suzanne Shirley, Gold Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I am here tonight I'm going to share with you information on making that big jump from silver to gold ambassador. I went gold in my first 4 months. I have my dog on my lap, so just bear with me, and I'm going to try to bear with him. So gold in 4 months. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare yourself to any person. I work a full-time job as a teacher, and I'm doing Plexus whenever I am not teaching, sleeping, eating, taking a shower. That's pretty much when I do Plexus. I'm like a fiend about it because I have some big goals. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Let's reiterate. Let's go back. What did I do to teach you how to go from just a regular ambassador to a silver? Okay, so let's go over that. Okay, the first thing that I told you to do was to understand and know the power of 3. Okay, and so once you understand the power of 3, you can go big places. You know what's possible with Plexus. The second thing that I told you to do is to know your products. In other words, know a one-liner with every single product so that you could spout out an answer when someone asked you a question. Well, what does BioCleanse do? Well, it oxygenates the cells and it daily and gently cleanses the colon of all toxins. Okay, so if you've got a one-liner that you can spout off about every product, then you're good to go with that, at least to go silver. Number 3, exhaust your entire immediate contact list and the people that are on it, and be looking for what they need. Basically, are they diabetic? Do they need to lose weight? Or do they need energy? Those are the 3 basic things that Plexus helps with. Okay, that's how you get to silver, those 3 things. Once you're silver, you are going to make a big jump from silver to gold. That is what I have been told is the largest jump that you will make. That is the hardest jump to make, because what you're doing is you're going basically from 0 to 3 people to 20 people. You're going from a tiny group to a full-on team. Once you get 20 people, you have a team. I mean, you have a team when you have 1 or 2, but once you hit 20 people, you definitely have a team, okay? And that's building from nothing to something, some big thing. And so it's the hardest jump to make. So let's talk about how you're going to get there, okay? I'm going to refer to my notes. When you went to silver, Plexus opened you up to being paid on all of the first 5 levels that you have. Okay, right after you go silver, you're paid on 5 levels deep. So when you are thinking about building your business, going to gold, you want to keep in mind that you're going to try to go as wide as possible. In other words, you're going to want to sponsor as many first level ambassadors that you can. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but my goal within this calendar year by the end of 2015 is to hit Emerald. So I've got a really big goal. So I have heard from many different people, and some of them very successful, that trying to shoot for 40 first levels, 40 first level ambassadors is a very good goal to hit by the time you're Emerald. There are a lot of diamond ambassadors that only have 20. So it's not necessarily that it's important to go really, really wide. You can't concentrate on that in the beginning. When you're just trying to go gold, all you need to concentrate on, okay, is trying to get your 3 people to silver. Okay, so let's say you have 3 people that are silver. You're silver right now because you have 3 people. You want to focus on getting those 3 people, their 3 people each. In other words, get them to silver. That's the thing you want to concentrate on, okay? So what does it mean to be gold? Well, okay, that means 20 people on your team with their backup auto qualification turned on, their backup order, okay? Let's think about this. What would a gold ambassador make in general, okay? If you had a pay point that was worth about $3.50, which in general it is usually on a given month, it's around $3.50. Okay, you take that and you multiply that. Let's say you have 21 ambassadors on your team. So take that $3.50, multiply it by 105 points, because that's each ambassador is worth 5 points. Then that pays you over $350 just for those 21 ambassadors. You get $350 just for having 21 ambassadors on your team with their back order turned on. That's a really nice, pretty penny right there. And then when you top that off with $250, which is your one-time bonus payout for going gold, that is incredible. Now, that doesn't even include all the payment that you're going to get from your product sales, from all the other different ways that you get paid with Plexus. I'm just talking about the points, okay? So let's take a second and let's go over. Let me start right now, and we are going to talk about what it is that you need to do to go from silver to gold. I just went over what it took to go to silver. Then I talked about what it meant to be gold. In other words, what's it going to mean to you to have a payout, okay? Have those 20 people on your team. Let's talk about how to get from silver to gold now, okay? Number one, first thing you need to do, you have got to add more product knowledge, okay? You used to know a one-liner. You're going to have to expand a little bit more. Start finding out about the ingredients. Not all of them. You don't have to have a memorization of all the lists of ingredients in every product, but you need to know some of the main ingredients in these products and understand what those ingredients do. Do a Google search on grapefruit extract, for example, okay? Grapefruit seed extract, or whatever it is that you want to learn about. Find an article, post it on your Facebook wall about that particular ingredient. Educate people on your Facebook page about that ingredient. Get in some good Facebook groups. Do a search for a ProBio 5 Facebook group, a support group, or an X Factor Facebook support group. Make sure that you have some really reputable ambassadors in those groups. And that's the way you're going to know that they're good Facebook groups. Some of them are not exactly the greatest out there, so make sure that they are reputable groups that are going to give you good information. Start reading some of those posts in there. Start reading some of the different things that the products are doing for people in that support group, and you are going to be prepared to answer so many more questions about the people that have issues on your team or your future customers. Okay, so that's number one. Add more product knowledge. You're going to have to do that. Okay, try more products. One more thing I wanted to say about product knowledge. Try more products. If you have been on the Triplex, which is Slim, ProBio 5, and BioCleanse, perhaps you need to try some X Factor. Get on X Factor because it is one of our revolutionary products on our product line. How about if you have children? Get them on X Factor chewables. You might want to have them try that. See what it's like. If you have someone in your family that is in pain, how about if you're not in pain? Well, fine. Go ahead and get the pain cream, the fast relief pain cream, and the capsules, and just have them try it out and see what they say about it, so that you have some sort of experience, personal firsthand experience about what some of these products are doing for people. Okay, so that's add more product knowledge. Number two. Be very, very specific about the issues of that your people are dealing with, your customers. Get really specific with your contacts. In other words, ask them some questions. Find out, are you suffering from ADHD? Do you have back pain? Have you just had a car accident? Maybe some of your people have just had a full-on hysterectomy. Their hormones are messed up. Do they have an autoimmune disease like, for example, PCOS or rheumatoid arthritis? Do they suffer from fibromyalgia, Crohn's disease, or chronic ulcerative colitis? Those are some big ones, okay? Find out, if they're diabetic, do they have neuropathy? Do they suffer from nerve pain, etc.? And when you find the answers to those questions, you're going to know how to help them with what products. You're going to know how to talk to them, and you're going to also be able to serve their needs a lot better. So that's number two. Get a lot more specific with your people and ask them a lot of questions to find out how you can best help them. Now, and by the way, what you're doing is you're finding out, what does Plexus help? Okay, what does it help? It helps a lot more than just weight loss, energy, and diabetes. Okay, lots more than that. Let's go to number three. Number three, face-to-face contact. What you're going to have to do is get out of your comfort zone. I have a comfort zone. We all do. I know that my comfort zone might seem a lot less than somebody else's, but trust me, I'm a little petrified to just start talking to people about Plexus. Okay, do I just go out and start talking to people about Plexus? No. I am real with them. You've got to, engage people in conversation. Be a real person. Listen to what they're saying. Ask them questions. Find out about who they are. Just be a real person out in the community. If you're standing in a grocery line, if you're walking through an airport, if you're sitting in a bus or whatever it is that you do every day that puts you in contact with people, just get into conversations with people. Find out, are they tired at their job? Do they do they work long hours? Do they work shift work? Are their hands hurting all the time because they're on a computer, et cetera, et cetera? You can get into really good conversations and just offer them some advice. And, what I like to do is I like to have samples on me. What do I do for a sample? I don't want to get into massive details here with that, but I carry around samples of Plexus Slim in my purse with my business card in little baggies. Okay. And I attach to my business card a before and after picture and some information about how to get started with Plexus. I just staple it together, put it in a little baggie with Slim. And when I see somebody that has really helped me, for example, as a really amazing waiter or waitress at a restaurant, or somebody has answered my question at a business and they've been really kind with me, I just open up my purse and just say, hey, can I just give this to you? You've really been helpful to me, and this might be helpful to you. You might know somebody who is suffering from diabetes or struggles to lose weight. I would never tell that person, hey, you need to lose weight. You really need this product. I always start off with, you might know somebody that, blah, blah, blah. And, they're like, oh, really? And they want to see that. And if they haven't seen they don't look at the picture, if you don't have a before and after picture, what you can do is you can attach a whole bunch of other people's before and after pictures, just kind of put it on a little thing. I had them made over at Walmart. I should have them right here ready to show you. But anyway, you can get a little collage together and have them made at the picture center at Walmart and attach them to your business cards. And you can give them to people. If you don't have your own before and after picture, put somebody else's 2 or 3 other before and after pictures on there. And have the person literally sit there. And by the way, did you see these pictures? This is pretty incredible. Oh, really? And they'll take a look at them. Because a picture speaks 1,000 words. And their attention is captivated by those pictures. Get your business cards. Start giving them to people. Go and hand them out to people. Put them in the teller little thing when you're at the bank and send it back through the chute. If you're at Walgreens and you're purchasing something really amazing and and the person has answered your question, just say, hey, I want to just give this to you. You might know somebody that suffers from diabetes or has some issues with their health. And my website has some amazing products. And the trials are very, very affordable. I mean, whatever. Pass your cards around. Go to craft fairs. I personally haven't done a craft fair. I've never done a booth before, but get a booth. Find out what in your community has these things available and start thinking about other ways that you can promote your business just to network. Because the purpose is to get your face in front of other people's faces and to talk to other people. Okay? So getting out of your comfort zone. That is very, very important. If you can find a way to start stepping out. Okay? Face-to-face contact. Okay, let's get to number 4. Number 4, what do you have to do to go to gold? Well, you're going to have to start training your team. You need to spend probably half your time helping your team to duplicate what you do. You're going to duplicate yourself. Whatever it is that you're doing that's working, you need to teach your team to do that. Okay? So, what's working for you? What is it that you're doing that works? Okay? Teach that to your team because your team is going to do exactly what you do. And they are going to mimic you and monkey see, monkey do. That's what I always like to say. Whatever I'm doing, I'm going to teach people on my team to do exactly what I'm doing so that they can be successful. What is it that's successful? Do you do samples very well? Okay. Here's the thing that you definitely need to do. I'm going to shift my focus a little bit. You need to get yourself a Facebook group for your team. Put your team members on that Facebook group and start leading your team from that group. Post on that group. Encourage that group on that team page. Give them instructional, motivational videos. Find something that you can do to post. I wouldn't say every day, but often enough to where you can start to encourage your team and engage them on that Facebook group. Okay? in order to have a strong team, which you're going to need, you've got to train them. You might be able to get to gold by yourself, but you cannot get past gold when you don't have a team. You're going to have to work with them. You are going to spend about 90% of your time with about 10% of your people, because the people that are very, very high functioning and that are doing something are going to start rising to the top very quickly, and you are going to see who it is that's successful and who it is that wants it bad enough, and you are going to work with them. Okay, so that is one thing you're going to have that you're going to deal with. Okay, do not ever, let me tell you something, good advice, don't ever discount anyone on your team thinking that they are not going to do big things, because you can never count anyone out. Every person, because they're a human being made by God, has the potential to do really great things. So you need to believe in these people, okay? Invest yourself in them. Don't overinvest with someone who's not willing to spend their time and work with you. But I will tell you this, do not discount any person, because you will be surprised at some of the people that you didn't think were going to do much, and they are doing something amazing, okay? So don't ever discount anyone. All right. So I said make a team page. The second thing I want you to do is make sure you send out an email to every person that joins your team. Get yourself an email together and make a nice welcome email and send it out with whatever attachments, documents that you think that they need to have, groups that they need to join, whatever it is. If you want an example of a sample email to send out to your team, I have one. All you have to do is say, hey, Suzanne, send me that welcome email and I will send it to you. If you don't have it, if your upline, if your sponsor has not sent you a welcome email, I will send you mine. Just ask me, Okay, the third thing that you're going to do to train your team is be available. You have got to make yourself available to your team members, because they depend on you. You are their leader, and you have got to be there for them to answer their questions. You don't want to do their work for them, but you need to be there to support them and help them along the way so that they're not alone. Can you imagine being out there on your own trying to do Plexus and to make a success out of yourself all by yourself with no support system? Somebody helped you, so you're going to want to help your people on your team, okay? All right, so that is pretty much the end of the story with how to go from silver to gold. So let me reiterate one more time. Number one, you want to add more product knowledge. Make sure that you know way more than just a one-liner so that you can help your customers understand what the products will do for them. Number two, be specific with what does Plexus help with your contact list. Look and find out answers for people. Know what they're suffering from, what ailments and illnesses, what medications are they on, so that you can help them by recommending the best products to them. Number three, get out of your comfort zone and go do some face-to-face, get some booths, go to craft fairs, get your business cards, get them going out there, do some sampling, whatever it is that you need to do to expand yourself. And finally, number four, train your team. They need you. They depend on you. They rely on you. They look to you for an example. So be that example for them. Be that cheerleader. Be that encourager. And if you don't have one, and if your person is not encouraging you, you need to talk to them and tell them, hey, I need you. I want you to help me. I need some help on this. And let me say one last thing. If you need anything, you just text me. Just call me, text me, get on Facebook and message me. I will help you, okay? So you're not alone. We're all in this together, and let's go gold. What do you think? I think we should all go gold. Yay, let's do it. Okay, rock on, Plexus.